So the main challenge is actually finance. If you can get finance, which I don't have a problem. Stanbic has helped us so much on that line. That's why we are still customers here. I bank with Equity and Family Bank on other business, small businesses here and there. If I have like a project and apply loan, maybe in the next 1 or 2 weeks, I have the money. Why not? So it will depend on how fast are they.
What we face is non-performing loans. Our customers mostly come from the informal sector, so especially from institutions. So when somebody is fired from the institution, the loan remains unpaid.
Most of the business that banks are doing right now is transactional, and Stanbic is actually doing transactional banking. I'm thinking relationship banking. Now, their style of relationship banking is not my kind of relationship banking. I'm thinking, in terms of relationship banking, I'm thinking, are you going a step ahead? You find that especially for customers who are depending so much on foreign exchange, and not just foreign exchange, even if it is local currency, it's still affected by the fluctuations. What can you do to make them cushion some of these shocks? So it's not just about transactional, it should be advice, it should be you're working with the customer along the path and being able to offer them advice that can help them make better decisions.
So we've really been dealing with a lot of the macroeconomic headwinds over the last year or two. Before that, obviously, we were dealing with COVID. And so I think having solutions, especially that helps us on the FX and the currency side, I think is quite important. I think the team has been working with us on FX solutions.
A number of times, it's about how we culture our teams to engage. So we will come and say, I want to give you an overdraft, but not so sure whether that customer needs an overdraft or he needs money. So we are bound to then giving an overdraft, where at the end of the day, that customer does not need an overdraft. All he needs is money. So let's come in to give the customer the solutions. Let's not give the customer the product. And it's just about how do we prepare ourselves to go and solve for the customer.
Often, our view of the world is what shapes what business we're going to go and hunt for, not necessarily solutioning for the world that our clients are operating at. And often that limits our ability to define what is the opportunity set that exists in our market.
If you look at it from the banking sector perspective, there are two key issues that banks have got to confront. One is to be able to access the customer with their services. That's one. And then the other one is to ensure that those services are affordable to the customer. And I think the challenge that they have got to confront is continuously keep innovating services that are for the benefit of the consumer, and then on the other hand keep a check on the cost, because the cost of banking services has been a major concern in the banking sector and to the public as well, encouraging or attracting a lot of attacks.
We get a lot of resistance sometimes from the clients who still need the brick and mortar. So for example, we are at Eldoret region, and this is the last branch this side. So now when you go to Kitale, the next town, you want to sell a product, they will want to see some sort of a branch. Really, we try to re-emphasize on this proposition of digital, and when clients see the digital onboarding itself, we have that platform in the organization. When they see such, they find the sense in us, and you will be surprised that we have most clients in those regions. In terms of knowledge, we have all the knowledge. We just need to align. If the branch is not a possibility, maybe because of costs, we can still go around that and have a satellite, not a branch, a satellite.
I've seen not one, not two clients who walk from this side and to us. So I believe with only that slight improvement on our TAT, we will beat them. what our experience is that they say Stanbic is a bank for the rich, but of late through the interactions they're starting to come up, and we believe we'll get there.
One thing that we are not doing consistently is I can say our systems are not really on point. Most of our customers are not into digital space, so we are doing our best to train them, to help them transact on digital. Now, the moment they are into it, you find that the systems are down. No, mobile money is not working. Someone is in business, wants the cash immediately, then there's a delay. Sometimes it's really not very good.
I think the biggest challenge our customers face is the support in terms of how they're able to do the agriculture more better, in terms of trainings, in terms of the modern technologies, in terms of the equipment. That is when you come in terms of financing, and basically understanding them, so that when we design products, we design the products that are basically are able to meet their go along with their cycles. But you see now the retail customers, actually I think that's where the money is. If you ask me today, the big guys are there. They're not very many. So if you want to get to the top 3 that we want, then we have to bring the retail customers on board.
We've got to be able to take very painful decisions very quickly. My view about the corporate world is if you're going to fail quickly and fail fast and move on. I don't think that's a habit that the organization does have. We sometimes do ponder over issues for too long. And in the process, I think we lose a certain proportion of our consumers.
Safaricom is not in the banking industry, but they have related with us in a way that the moment you come into Kenya, or if you come around this region, you'll know about Safaricom. So I think for them, I can recommend that they go more digital and work on their branding. Let their branding be more young, and people who are young need trendy stuff. And I think if they can work on their branding and their marketing towards the young people, then it's gonna be a great deal.